Hi folks, this is Max from Galaxy Nexus root.com. So I've got an update on the AOKP ICS ROM. This is certainly one of the my favorite ROMs of all time, and the more I use it, the more I know about its features. Build 39 is out, and a note about Linaro. Linaro does optimize some of the compilation of making the ROM itself, but it doesn't actually make your ROM much faster. I actually tested it out, but I didn't really notice that much difference. So it doesn't. Don't worry about Linaro. This one doesn't have the Linaro optimization. Don't worry about it. But the latest version comes with a lot of additions added from Milestone 5. If you're still on Milestone 5, which is Milestone means stable, you can stay on it, but you can also flash this one on top of it. Try it out. Make sure you make a backup of your Milestone 5 before you try this, just in case you have problems. But this one does have Adhoc network support, so you can connect to Adhoc networks. If you're tethering off a phone that can only do Adhoc or something for some reason. And there's a bunch of additions with this the newer build. So go ahead and you can flash it if you want to. This is what I'm running right now. It's for Galaxy Nexus, Sprint, Verizon, and also GSM. That's the good thing about it. It runs on all the Galaxy Nexuses. Highly customizable. This is I've got probably the most great feedback. Nothing's, no one has any problems with this ROM, other than that it runs really nice. So I'll go over all the features again from the beginning. If you've seen this video, you probably have. I'm gonna add some more. I mean, you can skip and just install this and try it out yourself. But let me go over some of the stuff I did to it. You'll notice in the lock screen that my calendar is going off there from it's hooked up to my Gmail calendar, so I know what I have to do this week. I gotta write all these. I gotta work on these sites, and also my battery life and percentage. Also, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 targets here. I can go to my Facebook, I can go to my Google Voice, I can go to my Dolphin HD browser, go to my Google Plus, I can go to my calendar, I can go to my super user app if I want to. So that comes in handy. And I've got the if you hold down the power button while the phone is turned off, it will actually turn on the flashlight, which is the major feature. I always go over it. So those are the additions, and you can see I have actually 5 buttons here. So instead of taking up space here, Gmail and camera, I can actually get rid of these. Why do I have these here? I can just press on the buttons down here, and I can go to straight Gmail. It becomes part of the my Gmail. It makes it very efficient. We're all busy. I mean, you don't have time to flash ROMs all day. I mean, I can only, even if I did all day, I can only flash maybe like 10. So that's a really good option there. So I've got 5 buttons, and you can customize all of these buttons, and you can customize all of these lock screens here, all the applications there. That's really cool. This all comes, you can do it in settings, ROM control. If you go to ROM control, I'll just walk you through real quick. General UI, you can enable the 180-degree rotation, so you can go 180 degrees. Recent Windows style, you can change it to WebO style, Sense4 style. I like the stock one. And a bunch of more options. You can have your custom carrier label high on Android instead of AT&T or whatever your SIM card says. This will actually show on your lock screen also. And rotation delay, you can set it to the minimum so it'll rotate faster. There we go. And lock screen options, and navigation bar is where you can add more bars here. There we go. Navigation button quantity, you can set it to 5. 3 is the default. I set it to 5, and you'll have a bunch of more stuff here. You can click on it, set it to custom app, and then go to applications and set it to your favorite application if you want to, or set it to one of these buttons. You can do a long press action, and it makes your buttons right here just 10 times more efficient. I mean, it's awesome. And you can even change the height. If you want to make it super small, it's going to make it super small. I got it a little bit smaller than default, so I saved some space there. Navigation bar widgets, yeah, you have a lot of that. And also the lock screen options is where I change the lock screen style to stock to 8 targets. When you do that, at the bottom you'll be able to add all these apps. Just hit on the left side here, custom app, and choose applications and choose the app you want to add, and it will add it for you there. And there's actually a lot more options. Lock screen battery percentage, lock screen weather, volume music controls. So when you're playing music and your screen's off, then you can long press the volume up or the volume down to skip tracks, which is really comes in handy if you listen to music all day. Also lock screen calendar. You can choose the calendar sources. I've got it set to my Gmail. You can set the time range. I got it set to a week. And also you can use colors. I have multiple events, so flip through and you can choose a flip interval. I got it set out to 1 second. Also the enable fast torch is where I did the power button while it's turned off to turn on the LED flash. Horizontal lock screen. This should give you horizontal lock screen there. So that's what all of this is, and I'll show you real quick again. You can see my battery there, and my events. Oh, they stopped going for some reason. And if you enable the weather, you might have to wait a little bit. There you go. You can go to actually weather, and you have to actually enable weather and set your custom location, and that will update the weather every however long. So there you go, 70 degrees, partly cloudy, and there's my calendar. I'm gonna actually set that to a little bit slower so it won't waste my battery. You can set it to 1 minute just to see if it works, and then set it to 60 minutes or 2 hours, whatever. Also, you can have it so when you hit the weather button there, it'll go to a custom app like a weather app you have and show you, 10 days of worth of weather and whatever. LED options, you can change the LED color for the notifications. I'm going to change it to green. And all of this, I don't really mess with this stuff. But you can put percentage and all that great stuff. And performance, I highly recommend you set it to 1.35 gigahertz, the maximum. Interactive is fine. I think if you install like a Franco kernel, you get more governors, more choices. That's my recommendation. But you can try running with the kernel that it comes with and see how it goes for you. And make sure you set it at boot so it'll, every reboot it'll reconfigure to that settings. So that's the ROM control. And also in settings, you can go to themes, and it's basically AOKP is compatible with CM9. CM9 is compatible with AOKP. Just go to Play Store and type CM9 theme, or you can type AOKP theme, and you'll find a bunch of free themes, pay themes. I have a just a really like a light theme here. It's called the Hollow Red. I can switch it to like Hollow Orange. So that'll make kind of everything a little bit orange. And there's themes that are heavily modded too, but this is the default theme. I like that one too, but I kind of like the red. A little bit of red gives it a good a go. And also it's about phone is 4.0.4. It's available for all 4. And I think that's it. So I've got my recent buttons there, and everything's kind of the way I want to use my phone. You can customize it. It's a great ROM because you can customize, do all of these things without tampering with the ICS experience. You do get the same ICS experience, but with all of those additives without slowing you down, because this is all built into the custom ROM. It doesn't actually take up any more space or any more battery life or whatever. It still runs the same, just more more options for you. So I think this is still the best ROM for Galaxy Nexus among with this one, Liquid Smooth, and a couple other ones. I think they're the best ones, but I like this one the best because of the customization. Very good, and you know what? It just makes my life efficient. So I think that's it. But if you haven't tried this ROM, or if you're on Milestone 5, try the new version. It should have more things fixed and working really well. and that highly recommend it, and it's available for all of your Galaxy Nexuses. Just when you download and install, make sure you download the appropriate version. GSM is unbranded version. If you have an unbranded, if you have a SIM card in your phone, that means you have a GSM version. For everyone else, Sprint and Verizon, download the appropriate ROM, and you also need to download Google Apps, which is compatible for all of them. So download the ROM, download the Google Apps, go into Clockwork Mod Recovery, or use ROM Manager if you want to, install the ROM, and then you'll have to install the Google Apps also after. If you use ROM Manager, you'll have to do it twice. Make sure on the second time you can, install the Google Apps to get Play Store. Otherwise, you won't get Play Store. Make sure you install Google Apps, and I think that's it. And thanks you guys for watching my video. Oh, and if you have a Galaxy Nexus, don't forget to sign up for my email list at galaxynexusroot.com. We update you once a week with ROM of the week, and this is the ROM of the week. And so also, it's a great way for you to get in contact with me if you have trouble. And also, if you're on YouTube, please hit that like button for me. It helps me greatly. And subscribe button up here if you have. Thanks a lot. And use that share button to share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. That was AOKP Build number 39. Highly recommend it. Love it. Running on my Galaxy Nexus. I'm going to use this like every day. Alright, see y'all later. And don't buy an iPhone. It sucks.